All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Fit Talk with Coach Luis. Today, we are here with Krysti.
Hi, guys.
Yup, a good long-time friend, and we decided to meet together and talk a little bit about her passions, her journeys, what got her to where she is today. And we're actually here at a smoothie cafe spot, so it's going to be nice outside, nice good air here in Naples, Florida. So yeah, without further ado, we're going to get started. So Krysti, thank you for being here.
Oh, thank you. I'm very humbled to be here. Thanks for picking me to say my experience.
Oh my goodness, of course, my pleasure. I want to have people that I know, people that I trust, and good friends. So we're all going through the struggles, and the journey never ends. So
that's the truth.
So yeah, seriously. So and you have two kids. So thank you for taking out the time.
Oh, of course. Yes.
They're at the daycare at Crunch Fitness, and we're gonna go work out later too, maybe.
We'll squeeze in a workout always.
Yes. Oh my goodness. So tell me, Krysti, what is it that you feel is what drove you to get into the health aspect of things, and getting back to the person that you felt that you were?
Well, I've always loved fitness and health. I found fitness when I was very young. I kind of loved always working out. I always found a way to work out, especially after work. I found it as a huge stress reliever. And after kids, honestly, I had never been overweight, but after each pregnancy, I had gained 50 pounds. So then I was obviously having to lose the weight. Exercise is a great way to be able to get back into shape and everything. And I felt like being in shape before my pregnancies really helped me lose the weight. Like with Jackie, obviously I was younger. I was 25 when I had her. Yeah. And then I lost the weight within 6 months. But now when I had Jordan, it took me a year to lose the weight. So it took me a lot longer. Obviously, the older we get, our slower metabolism and everything. Yeah. So I had to work a lot harder for it.
Yeah.
So that's why I kind of got back into, each pregnancy I always tried to be healthy. But after about 4 months, I wouldn't work out. Like with Jordan, I had a lot of contractions, so I stopped doing Zumba after him. And then I was like, okay, once I'm done, after pregnancy and everything, we decided to get back into being healthy and everything, obviously to lose weight, but also just to get energy, because with 2 kids, it's very hard.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, you have no time for yourself, and that's when I kind of also found Herbalife, because I was trying to find a meal replacement shake. Because my lunches, I just would skip all of them because I was staying at home with both my kids. And honestly, I just had no time. I was just being, with the 2 kids running around the house, feeding them, cleaning, and the time just gets away from you. And then I had no energy, because obviously if you're not eating, you're not gonna feel good. That's so right. Then that's when I found Herbalife, and then that kind of actually helped me find a new healthy habits again, because they kind of teach you to eat small portions. They help me with the shakes, because in the morning they're so quick and easy. So, and then the tea, of course, I'm always raving about how much I love the tea, because it has so much energy. So it really helped me get back into that. And then getting back to the gym, I got back. I always would do workouts at home, but obviously with 2 little ones, it was kind of hard. I would be struggling to working out at home, because one would start crying or the other one would start crying, and then something always happens. So I would do quick. I started off obviously very small intervals. Anyone that gets started with working out, I always tell them, start with small timing. Do 10, 15 minutes, then work your way up from there. Because if you've never worked out and then you're going to do an hour, you're going to be like, oh, this is not for me. But it's not that. It's just you have to get your body used to it.
Yeah.
So then I just started doing workouts at home. It wasn't until Jordan was about 10 months old, and I came to Crunch. And then I just, wasn't until June, then I started doing Zumba again. So I just kind of worked my way up slowly. But I just did it mostly because it helps me feel better, helps me have more energy. And also I want my kids to have a healthy lifestyle. I want them to learn to do that from the get-go, because that way they don't have to go through the hardship of gaining weight and losing weight, because that is the biggest struggle everyone deals with, honestly.
It's very, very true. I mean, you're leading by example.
Thank you.
They're seeing your example. You have great posts on Instagram. You show people that you're actually doing what you're preaching.
Yeah.
I know you're a huge advocate for Herbalife, because you actually use their stuff and it's working for you.
Yeah.
So that's and again, anyone that's thinking about it, always talk to your doctor before you do anything. Like we said,
Yes.
exercising, anything that you're thinking about, obviously go through them first
Yes.
to make sure that it's safe for you. But it's been working for you.
It has.
It's fantastic. You're actually not just saying, hey, this works. It actually does work.
Exactly.
And you have the proof.
Yeah.
You show your stories. You take your shakes in the morning.
Yeah.
And you have the kids. You see the kids in the background. So you're struggling with a lot. So,
it's always a juggle, but you have to have priorities, I feel.
Yes.
And if you don't prioritize the things that matter the most in your life, everything else is just going to fall apart, I feel.
100%
So
true.
if I have to take care of myself, for me to be a better mom, for me to be a better wife, for me to be a better everything in life,
Yep.
I have to take care of myself because no one can do it for you.
That's right. That's right. And that's really, really good that you're doing that you're, again, doing that, leading by example, being that person that your kids are going to look up to as they get older, and know, hey, yeah, mom will definitely help me, dad will definitely help me because they have that positive support.
Yes.
So kudos, hats off to you.
Thank you.
So what would you say is your why? Would you say that's your kids?
Definitely, most definitely. My kids are my reason why I do everything I can. I try to be a better mom. I try to be a better person, and I want to teach them good habits from the get-go. And, that's not just with healthy eating and healthy habits of exercising, but also just thinking about to themselves because it gives them more value to themselves. And when you have, I think, a good value of who you are going to be perceived much better in your own life, and you're going to succeed much better in your life. And you just want your kids to be, better than who you are. You want your kids to succeed, surpass you. So that's what I want for my kids. I want them to be healthy. I want them to be happy. I want them to surpass me in every aspect of life.
Yeah, that's I think that's every parent's dream.
Yes.
I think it really is. It's true. And that's, any good parent's dream.
Yes. I guess that's the truth.
Definitely. Because going back to what you were saying about our kids not having to go through what we did, it's we're both Hispanic,
yeah.
So we grew up with a very different type of mentality of, hey, this is healthy food for you. You should eat this.
Yes.
Meat every day.
Meat
rice and beans.
Finish your plate.
If it's on there,
kids.
eat it. Yeah, it's exactly. And they give you that guilt trip.
Yes. Finish your plate because they're starving kids. How is my plate being finished going to help them?
Yeah, I'd be like, well, I'll give them some.
Yeah.
So I totally get that, and now that we know different, that we grow up in, it's a different environment we grew up in, and there's also so much more food supplements that we have that obviously they didn't really have back in the day. So I do the same thing. Having a shake in the morning, it helps you to get going. You get the nutrients you need. Of course, nothing will ever replace real whole food, clean foods, but that's why there's supplements.
Exactly.
You supplement them with the food you're eating because it's near to impossible to get all the foods and nutrients you need with a busy lifestyle.
Yeah.
So that's why it's okay. Have a good clean shake. The teas are fantastic antioxidants and all that with the natural caffeine and everything like that. So, having those things now that they didn't have before really helps us too. And again, we're instilling that to, like me with my nephews, they're my reason for all of this. I want them to see, yes, you can be healthy, you can do good, and it's not that difficult as long as you apply yourself to it.
Exactly.
And consistency. So that's the stuff that our parents didn't really have before.
Yes.
So us to have it and to talk to others about it and tell them about it, it's also another huge thing. So that's how it is. And so, what message do you feel that you'd like to send to anyone that's listening? Let's say someone that you may think is like in your position, that doesn't have right now the help they feel that they need.
I would say, honestly, don't stop for anything. If you really want something, if you want to be healthier, if you want to be stronger, if you want to lose weight, just don't stop. Like, we have so many obstacles in our lives, but I feel like if you really are determined for something and you really want something, you just got to go for it. And no matter how many times that you're going to fail, no matter how many times someone tells you, oh, you're fine the way you are, we love you just like this, you're beautiful, it's not about that. It's about being healthy. It's about being better who you were yesterday. And if that's something that you really want, just go for it. Like, don't let anyone hold you back. I just feel like so many times we stop because we fail one time, and then you feel like, oh, this is just not meant to be. This is not for me. That's it. And that's not true. So many people, everyone I feel like that is successful has failed a million times, or even more than that. I mean, people that are successful nowadays have not just stopped at failing once. They failed a million times, and that's how they became successful, because they fail forward. They fail often, and that's how I feel like we just need to keep going. It took me longer the second time around, I feel like, to lose the baby weight, but yeah, just because it didn't take me 6 months like I thought it'd be, like my first pregnancy. After 6 months, I'm like, okay, this is not meant to be. I'm just gonna be, overweight the rest of my life. No, I just continue working for it. It took me longer, but I didn't stop going for it, because that's what I wanted. So my message would be, just keep going. Don't stop. Just go forward and don't look back.
Yeah, exactly. And we talked about that a little bit before we started the recording, is that failure is just part of learning.
Yes.
So when you failed, that just means you learned that way didn't work.
Yes.
So, okay, let's try another way. And just because you didn't get to, like you said back then, you didn't get it back to the weight you wanted to be at, or the goal overall you wanted to be at, to feeling better with 6 months, you were still better when you got to those 6 months than you were when you started.
Yeah, that's
so
very
that
true.
Was progress.
Yeah.
It's just, and that's another good thing to, for anyone listening that feels that way, is like, even if you don't meet those goals that you're trying to meet within that time frame, just look back to where you were at when you started, and you're definitely going to be in a much better position at that point, even if you're not to where you want it to be, at that exact time, but you're still better.
Exactly.
So like we said before, failure is always an option.
Exactly.
Use it as a tool, use it for something positive, to know and not give up just because you didn't get to where you wanted to be at the first place.
Most definitely.
At the first time.
Progress is still progress, no matter how slow it is.
Yeah, exactly. It is. That's really good. You hear that? Progress is still progress. There you go.
It's slow, but it's still going.
That's right. Exactly. And so how many times, obviously not an exact number, but do you feel like you failed again?
Oh man!
In a good way,
in a good
how
way,
many
yeah.
times do you feel that it took you to actually get to where you are now? Because it's always a constant journey.
Yeah.
But you have come a long way, because you've seen your progress pictures.
Yes.
From where you were from the baby weight to now.
Yeah.
It's been a while. That's not easy. That hasn't been easy.
Yes. Honestly, I failed. God, I could say more than 100 times. I can't tell you how many times I even cried because I would lose weight. I would be like, okay, I'm doing good this week. I stick with my meal plan. I lost 2 pounds. That's a normal to just lose 2 pounds within a week. Some people are like, oh, I want to lose 5 pounds. You can do it, but it's not very healthy. It's not going to happen very often. Maybe 1 week you do amazing, and you'll lose 5 pounds. But it's not going to happen. More often than not, you're going to lose only 1 pound to 2 pounds a week. And that's a healthy way, and to keep the weight off, naturally.
Yep.
So then I remember I would lose 2 pounds, and then I would have my cheat meal, and then I would weigh myself, and I would gain 1 pound. And then I'd be crying because I gained 1 pound, and after everything you do so well, you gain weight so much easier. And I feel like for women, it's so hard. Like my husband, he lost weight so quickly. He only did I started him eating healthy, doing the shakes and stuff for a month and a half, and he lost 20 pounds. It took me like 3 months to lose 30 pounds. I was a little bit jealous. I'm very proud of him, but a little bit jealous because men lose weight so much faster than women. Yeah. But I definitely feel like you just have to just keep going for it. And I failed very often, very, very many times. Yeah. And I still eat cupcakes. I still eat, cookies and stuff like that. But it's not gonna. I didn't do that very often in the very beginning. I kind of cut that out completely and refined sugars. And that's when I really found that I got really well with my progress, when I cut everything out, especially sugar. Because to me, it's it is an addiction. Sugar is an addiction,
oh, yes.
So when you cut that out, the less you eat of it, the less you crave it. So that really helped me, just cutting that out completely, and then I was able to see my progress faster with that. And that's why I was like, okay, we're going to stick with this. And I was able to lose the 50 pounds altogether. But it did take me a whole year to lose everything altogether. In the very beginning, I did lose like 20 pounds by myself, just clean eating. And then when I found Herbalife, I was able to implement the shakes and stuff like that. And I lost the weight a little faster because the shakes, you know, they gave you the meal plan. It was a more structured plan.
Right.
So then I lost the 35 pounds within 3 months. So that was easier in the sense why I was able to do that, because I had a structured plan.
Right.
So always planning, I think, definitely helps.
Yes, it does.
That's why I'm a huge fan of it. That's why I got started with Herbalife, because it helped me so much and I saw the results so quickly. I was like, if I can help other women, I can help men, I can help anyone else feel as good as I can feel right now, I'm totally for that. I want to help someone else feel as great as I feel now.
Yeah, I get that. And that's one of the reasons why I really wanted to talk to you on here, because of that. Because I can tell that's your goal for everything, is to share it.
Exactly.
And that's what it's all about, sharing the knowledge, letting people learn.
Exactly.
And one big thing is, if you, just like you said earlier, planning. Because if you fail to plan, then you just plan to fail.
Exactly. I love that. Yes.
If you don't do it, you don't expect anything good to happen, because our body loves consistency.
Yes.
Our body loves structure and routine.
Exactly.
And just like with you, for me, meal planning, and I'm lucky enough to be working with meal prep company.
I've seen that, yes.
212 Meal Prep.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, they're fantastic.
Their stuff looks great.
They're fantastic. I have tried a lot of different ones.
Yeah.
And these people are local, so it's even easier.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, they're local, they're even easier. Fantastic guys. Jason is fantastic. And just having that where I don't have to worry about what I'm going to make for the week.
Oh,
it's just done. All I got to do is just heat it up and it's done.
It's perfect.
That is huge. So that frees up my time for more stuff. So, you know, and of course, I understand not everybody has that possibility to do it, but we can all still plan for our week of meals.
Exactly.
You know, either on a Saturday or Sunday. That's usually the time, you know, because the weekend.
You have more time.
You know, just plan out stuff and, you know, break it down.
Yeah.
And I'm sure if anybody wants to, you know, reach out to you for help, they can.
Exactly.
You know, and that's how, and just, we're all there to help each other. We're all there as resources. So, you know, that's what it's all about. And again, the planning, the prepping, having a plan, having that all, and just, you know, I have a planner right here in front of me. Just, you know, having all that with you,
1,000% with that. Yes,
that's what's going to help us be successful.
Exactly.
You know, the more data you have, the more what's the word I'm looking for?
Prepared.
Yeah, the more prepared that you are, the more successful you're going to be down the road.
Most definitely.
And that's what it's all about.
Yeah, I believe in writing it down in your planner every day what you're going to do, or even the night before. That's when I really plan out what I'm going to do for my day. And like that week, I'll have like the same thing. I have my same, you know, snacks. I have my same lunches. Just because it takes out anything. Oh, what do I feel like eating? And that's when I feel like people kind of fail, because you'd be like, oh, I don't feel like eating this, so what should I go for? And honestly, it just comes to food is fuel, and if you don't fuel your body correctly, that's when you're going to feel like junk. Like if you just eat pizza all day, you're going to feel like crap. So you have to eat correctly. You have to eat for your body to feel well. And that's one thing that I learned, and you need to prepare for that, because if you're just going to be like, oh, I just feel like eating cookies, then eat a cookie, but you're not going to feel great.
Right. Yeah. You could eat it, but it's not going to do you any good.
Exactly.
So that's really, really good tips, really good points that you're giving everybody out there. So that's
great.
That's awesome.
I'm glad.
So where can people reach you on social media?
Oh, they can meet me at Fit2Krysti. That's Krysti. My name is spelled differently, but just put Fit2Krysti, and that's where I'm on social media there. And I kind of give stories every day, so give like little tips on motivation, and I like to at least also put meal prepping and good ideas for healthy eating, and also exercising, and I just try to motivate those. Because I feel that's what I look for also. I need motivation every single day, and if I can find that on social media, it's going to be easier, because that's something that we, you know, everyone's going to be popping up whether you like it or not, but it is true. So if we can be a good influence, that's what I want to be. I want to be a good influence, motivate people. That's my goal right now, is to help others. And if I can help you lose weight or gain muscle or just have a healthier lifestyle in general, that is my goal. That is my journey right now, to help others achieve what I've gotten to right now.
Awesome. I love it. This has been fantastic, Krysti. I'm so happy that you came here and we got to talk, and It's been really, really nice. It's been amazing having you on here. So thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me. It's been great.
Yes. All right, guys. That is all for today. We will wrap it up. And thank you for tuning in. And stay tuned for next time.